Almost every game you play is going to have random within that game to make it more interesting, because of course, if you have the game and it's really predictable, it's not going to be that much fun. And this is where we introduce random. And with JavaScript, we do have the ability to use math random. And what that does is that's going to return back a random value anywhere from 0 to 1 within your JavaScript. So we'll create a brand new variable. We can call it computer selection, and we're going to use the built-in math random function within JavaScript. And I'm going to output this value into the console so that we can see that it's always got a random value. So whenever we click one of these buttons, you can see we've got this random value. And this value, as mentioned, anywhere from 0 to 1. So we can know that 33% chance of selecting rock, 33 for paper, and 33 for scissors. So using this formula, we can determine what the computer is going to select. So taking that value of computer selection, we're going to check to see if it's less than 0.34. So that's roughly around a third chance of the computer selecting that value. And if it does, then we can set up a new variable, or we can just use computer selection and equal that to rock. And it actually doesn't matter which one you use. Using else if, so another condition, we're going to check to see if computer selection is less than or equal to 0.67. So we know that the first one is checking to see if it's less than this third, and if it's not, then we're going to check for the next third. And we already have pulled out the selections that match less than 0.34. So we've already got that third listed as rock. So we only have a third left here in the 0.67. So using that same formula, we know that if it lands on this, then we can make it another one of the options. And for this time, let's just do paper. And if none of that criteria matches, if computer selection, it doesn't meet any one of these, then we're going to simply select computer selection to scissors, and this will give us roughly around a 30% chance, a 33% chance on any one of these items for the computer selection. So I'm going to take that computer selection, I'll move it down here, and we know that the user has the inner text, so that one is selected by the user, and the computer selection is going to be at random. So we hit rock, both of them got rock. If we hit paper, the computer got scissors, we got paper. If we pick scissors, then we know that the computer got paper. So these are all at random. So it doesn't mean that if I hit scissors, it's always going to be paper. In that instance, it seemed to occur that way. But we see sometimes we hit scissors and then we get the computer returning back rock. So that's how you can introduce a randomness into the selection process, into the gameplay. And this is, again, a really crucial part of almost any game that you're going to be developing within JavaScript. So go ahead and add this in using conditions. You can check to see what the value is and then update the computer selection value accordingly. And then we're going to be ready to move on to the next step, where we're going to check to see who wins. That's, again, really important part of the gameplay, where we need to have some conditions for winning, whether it's the player or the computer. So that's still to come.